Fatima tell you about what had occurred during the alleged strangulation incident?
She reported to me that she was grabbed by her sweatshirt and placed in a headlock.
Okay, and did she indicate who grabbed her by her sweatshirt and placed her in the headlock?
Yes.
And who was that?
Her dad.
Okay. And what did she say? Did she tell you what happened after being placed in a headlock by her dad?
That she lost consciousness. She reported that she felt dizzy. She reported some numbness.
Did she also indicate anything about what had occurred with her mom as part of the strangulation exam?
Yes.
And what did she say?
She said that her mom grabbed her, put her hands on her neck.
And then what about any memory loss? What did she report about memory loss, if any?
She reported that she was having some memory difficulties. She reported fuzzy feeling like her whole life was flashing before her eyes.
And what about any weakness or numbness? Did she report any weakness or numbness as part of this incident?
Yes.
And what was her response?
She had weakness and numbness during the strangulation.
And what about difficulty breathing? Did she report having any difficulty breathing?
Yes, she did report difficulty breathing.
And did she also indicate what she was feeling or thinking was going to happen to her during the alleged strangulation?
She thought she was going to die.
And what, if any, observations did you make regarding her face or her head or scalp area?
She had some red spots on her face and neck, small red spots, and some abrasions.
All the information that you received from Fatima was her subjective responses to your questions, correct?
It was her response to my questions.
Right, so like you said, you gave her a scale of 1 to 5, and she said 5 on how hard the pressure was, correct?
Yes, she reported in her words, and then I asked her on a scale of 1 to 5.
Okay, so the subjective scale of her saying 1 to 5. Her 5 might be different than my 5.
Correct.
Right, okay. And she indicated to you that the length of time that the pressure was applied to her was about 5 minutes, is that right?
Correct.
Does the length of time that somebody is strangled, does that make a difference to you when you do your evaluation?
No.
With regards to the diagnoses that she received, was pneumomediastinum one of the diagnoses?
It was.
Okay, and what is pneumomediastinum?
The mediastinum is here in your chest. It holds your heart, your trachea, your esophagus, and major blood vessels in this area. Pneumomediastinum means that there is air in the mediastinum that got there from say a medical incident. If you were intubated, it could have caused some sort of a blunt trauma injury or other means in which this air has escaped from your lungs or your airways somehow, and it's now in the mediastinum.
And did Fatima say anything to you about what her jaw was feeling?
Yes.
Okay, and what does she say about that specifically?
She told me how he had had her by her neck and her jaw, and that as a result, now when I'm seeing her now, that's a couple weeks later, I believe, since the trauma, that she was still she had range of motion, but that she had to move slowly, because if she were to move too quickly, it would trigger a pain that she just didn't want to experience.
In terms of generalities, is pneumomediastinum, is that something that's common in strangulation cases?
No.
How do you recognize a pneumomediastinum?
So most typically we'll see it on a chest x-ray. So in a lot of cases, someone will come in with chest pain, or they'll come in as a trauma, and we get an immediate look to make sure that there's nothing dangerous going on, and we can see air very well. on x-rays where it's not where it's supposed to be.
Okay. And so once you see that, is it pretty easy to diagnose what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Is it possible for you to tell with any degree of certainty how the condition arose in this case?
No.
And why not?
Again, there are multiple ways that it can happen. Certainly it could be from any type of struggle where someone is in a fight or a struggle, like for example, in the first instance where there's a tug of war over Fatima and she goes down to the ground. Or the next instance might be where I call it a dog pile, but there's a group of people who all fall on top of her. It could have happened there. There's an instance where they're on the ground and there's contact with her neck. It could have happened there. There's a struggle afterwards that I can't see in any of the videos. It could have happened there. I don't know.
And so in your case, how would you classify the condition pneumomediastinum as it applies to Fatima?
I would say it was a mild presentation of it that resolved completely by the next day.
Okay. And given what you know, was this condition going to ever cause her death or kill her?
No.